All right, good morning, everybody. So I was gonna film kind of getting out of bed this morning, but it was so nice just to kind of like chill out for a minute. Waking up to the songbirds outside, as you can hear right now. So I'm gonna give you guys a little quick tour. I know it's kind of echoey, but it's all good. So over here, as you guys can see, I'm gonna open this up for you real quick. Come outside, check this out. It's so gorgeous. Look. Got these amazing flowers out here. Ayubowan. Ayubowan. It's hello. Ayubowan is how to say hello in Sinhalese. Sinhalese. There's like 2 or 3 languages that they speak here in Sri Lanka. It's about 79 to 81% Buddhist, dominantly Buddhist, and then there's also a lot of people who practice Islam, the faith of Islam here, as well as Hinduism. So there's 3 main religions, 3 main languages. So it adds for a very diverse place. And hi, Ayabowan. Yeah, everybody's so friendly here. And that's Jasper out there, the dog, the Dalmatian. The mother out here, she's just kind of watering all the trees, watering all the plants and the flowers. And I guess this side is going to be this is the beach side, and you can just see the coconut trees up here are loaded. As you guys saw in the airport, not the airport, on the airplane coming in, it was just like acres and acres of coconut trees, and wow, it was amazing. So anyway, I'm gonna even ask this guy if you have any coconuts. I'm gonna go down, I'm not gonna yell at him though. People are friendly, but I don't wanna be like that crazy guy the first day, you know? Oh wow, look at this over here. Let me just show you guys. Wow, even this like little spot right here, you could just kind of like read a book, read some Gary V. Careful, not any big spiders out here. So there's a spider web I just put myself in, but I think that's okay. So look at these ants going to work on the banana leaf. So let me just kind of talk for about teaching English as a foreign language just for a moment, teaching English abroad. And the quick thing that I just want to mention is, if you are a native English speaker, which most of you guys watching these videos are native English speakers, well, just put my hand in a spider web. But it's so amazing, right? I'm gonna do a video right here later today, content. So if you're a native English speaker, just to kind of give you guys an update, most of the people who are watching my videos are, of course, from the USA, like 40%, and then second in line, people from the UK, people from Canada, people from Australia, and people from the next in line, Thailand and Philippines. And of course, that's not just because the locals there are watching these videos, but also teachers are living there. And there's a lot of Filipino teachers who actually come here to Thailand to work, primarily in Bangkok. So if you are, and even if you're in high school watching this, if you're in college, if you graduated from college, wow. If you graduated from college, let me know what, because I'm running these TEFL certification courses, and some people are very skeptical, and that's okay. That's okay. I understand their concern, because I'm not like this big company. I don't have some kind of accreditation at the moment. And but the most important thing is that when you take a TEFL course, number one, it has to be engaging, has to be interactive, it's got to change your life. And not just to get a certificate and then go on and teach, but like the thing what I'm looking to do is up in the mountains. I'm not looking to kidnap you guys, don't worry. Don't worry about that. So, like for example, like we'd wake up in the morning and we're gonna practice yoga. We're gonna make breakfast together. It's gonna be organic food, vegetarian, vegan food available. And then after the breakfast, look, it's gonna be 6 hours a day for 20 days. So that equals 120. And those 6 hours can be stretched out any way that we want to. For example, these kids who are up like in the village, they go to a school, and when they get back to the school, it's kind of like in their early evening, you know, maybe a little bit before sunset or after sunset. So either way, you're going to be able to have interaction with children every single day, and not just one or two, but multiple kids. Now, I don't know any kind of TEFL certification course that offers anything even remotely close to that. Because usually when they do these practical teaching, like when I did mine in Costa Rica, it was just the last week that we had the practical experience. And even if some certification courses might incorporate that in the first week, if you do know some, I'd like to know. I'd like to study them and see what they're doing and how I can improve as well. But most of them are not really doing that. And even if they are, it might be once a week. And plus you got like 12 people in a class. Like I want to keep it, I know I said 8 to 12, but again, I'm looking 6 to 8. If there is 12 people, then that would require more shuttle van service at the airport. And so again, I just like to keep things as simple and chill as possible. So I am going to say I would like to have like 6 or 8. You know, I don't need to overdo it. And these 6 hours again are stretched out throughout the day. So like if we had 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours after lunch, and then 2 hours in the evening, that is freaking chill. And that's way better than sitting in a uncomfortable desk, chair, seat, classroom. Do you feel like you're in class? And I don't like that. I feel like we should be outside. We should be in sofas. We should be in beanbag chairs. We should be sitting in meditative positions, you know, getting zenned out up in the mountains and learning how to become an amazing teacher. And then from that 3 weeks, you know, if you want to stay in Thailand, you can stay in Thailand. You can find a school in Chiang Rai. You can find a school in Chiang Mai. You can find a school in Bangkok. I think what I'm really actually also learning is that most of the people who are watching my videos are people who some people are interested in teaching in like the city, but a lot of people are interested in teaching in like more quiet, more peaceful locations and things like that. So, you know, Bangkok is pretty crowded, and there's a lot of cities in China. You have Laos, you have Cambodia, you know, Vietnam. I would say those are the big powerhouses to teach at. I mean, China being number one, it's got the largest market in the world, and the next in line would be probably Vietnam or Thailand. I mean, I've never been to Vietnam. I can't speak for it. I know that Alex Stevenson puts out a lot of helpful videos, encouraging teachers, and putting out a lot of good information. So much respect to Alex Stevenson out there. I really mean that. And at the same time, Thailand is amazing. So I think the difference, a lot of people say in Vietnam, it's more motorcycles. It's millions of more people. And so that just means more pollution, more noise, more smog. And that's not really my cup of tea anymore, you know. Look at why not have a TEFL course at a location like this where you can breathe fresh air, go for a waterfall hike, take a jungle tour with a local expert, learn how to speak Thai every single day. You can even learn the mountain language. You're gonna be with people, like they do have internet there, they do have some iPads, but like one kid has an iPad in the whole tribe, the whole community. So like, it's just so refreshing to be around people like that because they appreciate the simple things. And I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I definitely want to be a part of something like that while I'm alive, while I'm taking and breathing. Why not do these English camps again, 6 hours on Saturday, 6 hours on Sunday. I love this. I love the 6 hours on Saturday, 6 hours on Sunday deal, because then it opens up the door. It's like we don't have to just sit there and do this for 6 hours and listen to someone try to teach us grammar. And then with these English camps, we're going to be moving, we're going to be grooving, we're going to have a great time. We're going to be making bamboo cups, as I've mentioned in many of my videos. So anyway, I love sharing. I love sharing this with you guys out here. It's just, this light looks a lot better. So all you guys and gals out there, I also want to really recommend that even if you never teach a class on Palfish, download the app, start a profile, put some really good pictures into your profile. Make some video moments, how to improve your pronunciation, how to do the TH, the and R, and the L, and the N, N, okay? These kids and these non-native speakers from China, native Chinese speakers, they need help with their pronunciation. That's why I did the 45 sounds of English last year. That was kind of like something I kind of tapped into. That was pretty cool. Palfish helped me out. I was the first one to like really decide to be super consistent with the live streams, and it was the best idea ever. It paid off. And you know, timing is everything. And some people might be second guessing, like, hey, Camden comes from North America, he's white, and you know, so he has it easy, not like other people. And that's why I'm gonna start doing these video interviews with different teachers, you know, getting a message from someone from like Zimbabwe and who's living in Bangkok teaching at a private school. That speaks volumes. And I'm not trying to like, it's just the fact that like people need to know these things because most people don't. I didn't even know that. I never had a message from anyone from Zimbabwe, and that just goes to show how the world's opening up. Consciousness is growing. YouTube is connecting so many people, and Facebook and Google search. You know, we're stepping into just a whole new playing field. And just think about this. If you're still listening to this, if you are still listening to this, understand this. If you put one year into Palfish, every day you gave it everything you got. I'm talking not just teaching, but like 4 hours, 6 hours every day, 8 hours every day, messaging students, creating templates, creating slides, getting back to people, making video moments, doing voice podcasts, writing in your journal what you're gonna plan for the next day and the next couple days. I'm dead serious. And again, I'm not gonna say that like, oh, you're gonna get messages from like 10 schools in China and they're all gonna like tell you to come. But there's a lot of recruiters coming out there on Palfish, and you never know. That's the whole thing. You don't know unless you put yourself out there. You know, it's kind of hard to get a position teaching in China or Southeast Asia if you're not putting yourself out there. If you're not creating, then no one's gonna know. No one's gonna know who you are. And I wanna be straight up with everybody. Get this. When I would go out and message every single follower who followed me last year, sometimes I got a message back for them like a year and 2 months later. I'm serious. I'm like, that was February last year. That was 2 falls ago, 2 autumns ago, you know? And it just, but that's, I had probably 10% conversion rate, like people messaging me back. That's extremely low. So that it goes to tell me a lot of people just jumping on Palfish, following teachers, and they just never go back. Or maybe they're scared, maybe they don't understand because their English level is not so good. But that's why I'm doing this now, because I've been rejected so much. People have not messaged me back so much, and I keep going. And that's what you have to do too. We all need to do that. If you message 100 students and 3 of them message you back, great. What you learn from messaging 100 people, and they're still gonna know you, probably at least 50% will still at least see that message. They may never message you back, but they will see it. So that means if you create a live stream, if you create a video moment, or any kind of moment, they will probably most likely check it out. And you need people like that. You need people who are gonna check out what you're doing on the Palfish or any kind of social media for that. Like when you put out a new video, if you put out a new moment on Palfish, and then like within 30 minutes you got, you know, tons of people watching it, that speaks volumes. And even if you don't have maybe 5 or 6, 7 people watching a video moment, okay, keep going. And okay, make a live stream. I just think live stream is one of the best ways to interact with students, because typically more people will sign up for a live stream than click into a video moment that the title's not that great. And by the way, guys, you've got to put landscape on your phone. Like right now I'm filming this video not vertically but horizontally, okay? That way the screen fills up. Now what's surprising is on my YouTube channel, some of the top videos are ones without landscape. But just take my word of advice. A lot of times the director on Palfish would say, stop putting it in that. You got to do it on landscape. And it does look a lot better, especially when we're in a room and the light's not that, you know, I've seen some other teachers and then they've recorded a video and the light wasn't very bright. It was kind of dark in the room. And the sound wasn't great. So again, I was the same way when I started out. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, okay? And I've had to learn, I've had to teach myself. And that's why I'm sharing these videos with you guys. And I got a great message from Tim. I get lots of great messages from so many people every day. But I got a message from a guy named Tim. And I just want to say thank you, Tim, because he's saying that I'm getting a little bit over ambitious. Even saying that I'm greedy, which I think that's a little bit too far. It's just that you guys don't know what I've been through. You don't know where I was. You know, well, what I want to say is real quick, I'm even going to make this like into a 60-second short form video, but it's true. Like 4 years ago, I was sleeping in my freaking Honda. True story. And 3 years ago, I was 27, 28 years old, living at home with my mom and dad. Okay, as a substitute teacher. That's like an HBO series, you know. Substitute teacher, no real job, like no good job, and living at home with mom and dad, almost 30 years old. That's like TV show sitcom crap. But again, I was great. I'm so grateful for that experience. That was the bread and butter right there. Being able to spend 1 year with my mom and dad, even though it was crazy sometimes, I cherish that. Yeah, I cherish that because I haven't seen them in almost 3 years now, you know? So, and then 2 years ago, I'm about to wrap this story up, and then 2 years ago, I was on an island in Nicaragua, sleeping out in the jungle, literally. Like, we had a yoga studio, and I know it doesn't sound so great, but basically I was living in this little jungle hut. And the person I was, like my roommate, he got kicked off the island, basically, because he got in a fight. And then, so I had the whole place to myself, and it wasn't like the best place. It was made out of wood, so many mosquitoes. I could have used a mosquito net, but it was so hot up in this room, and like I couldn't stand up because it was like up in the attic area. And I swear, dude, there was like some negative bad energy in there, some weird spirits in there. I'm telling you, I saw some shit. So anyway, I just started sleeping at this yoga place. Like the yoga place had a hanger, you know, a ceiling, but it was all open on all the sides. And I'm not gonna say what resort that was, but and then I did that for 6 weeks. I was sleeping outside, basically in the jungle of Nicaragua, well, in an island of Nicaragua. I'm not saying that to like brag or look cool, but that was raw. Like I got some kind of like weird stomach parasite thing, and just getting eaten by mosquitoes every night. Like seriously, for 6 weeks, I didn't like wash my hair for like 2 months. You guys can go back, watch that video, my new life in Boulder, Colorado. That was like fresh out of of Nicaragua, straight up. You guys go watch that video. I can't believe that many people actually watched it. So then that was 2 years ago. And then 1 year ago, I was grinding away on Palfish, and this year, look where I'm at. I'm up in a new country right now. About to go walk to the local store, get some spring, maybe they have some spring water. There's well water here. The guy has well water, but I drank some of it. Nothing happened to my stomach, but it kind of tastes like egg. There's a lot of sulfur in the water, so I mean, I'm not too good for my own medicine. I'll drink it. And I have drunk it. How can you teach TEFL when you don't even know your grammar? So anyway, guys, I'm not going to take any more of your time. I want to say thank you guys for joining me. You guys are amazing. And hopefully this video is just kind of gives you guys a different look than always being in Chiang Mai. And I want to say, I hope you guys follow your dreams. Have the courage to follow your heart. I'm telling you, it's been countless times. People, events, moments, exchanges, connections, when I would least expect it, opened up because I took a risk and the universe backed me up. So have courage to follow your heart. And sometimes you might have to use some logic, of course. Outweigh your pros and cons. But believe in yourself and trust the process and have faith. And if you're doing the right thing, if you're working hard every day, and you're working hard towards something that has purpose, and you're doing it with intention, you're golden. You're gonna win. So everyone out there, I wanna say thank you for joining me today. I'll be doing lots of videos, and by the way, I'll probably mention this again in another video, but it's like Sri Lanka is actually in a state of emergency right now, apparently. Some of the religious factions here are arguing in a place called Kandy. So they've blocked Facebook, they've blocked Instagram, but YouTube works. So that's why I can't do any IG live stories right now or any Facebook lives. Otherwise, I really would love to do that. Anyway, you guys have a great day. And yeah, the state of emergency, everything's okay. Like, I'm here. But it's just that, like, everything got kind of blocked on social media, so that way things don't get crazy. And there was a curfew in the town of Kandy. But here in Hikkaduwa, everything is cool. So, okay, guys, have a great day, and thanks. And look, I got tons of links below. You can check them out in the description. That goes to all my social media links. If you like AirBnB, or if you're new to AirBnB, I really recommend it. This is the second time I've used it in like 2 months in my whole life, and I can't believe I never used it before. Way better than dealing with hotels and all that BS. And just the experience, like we're here in the community. We're here like with the locals. We're not sitting in some 5-6 star story hotel in a city disconnected from the nature, disconnected from the land, you know? So it's gonna be a great day, you guys. Make sure you do something today on Palfish. And if you don't have Palfish, make sure you do something today on YouTube. Create a video. Create a video. Just talk about something. Whatever you want. It doesn't matter. It's for your own education. It's for your own teaching, your own learning. Discover yourself through creation. Okay. Adios, amigos.